Hello, dear students. Myself, Nagesh Nahate, Assistant Professor, Sri Shivaji Arts, Commerce and Science College, Akut. Students, today we will start the sixth chapter of chemistry of first semester, that is gaseous state. So, before starting the chapter, we need to know some basic points. We know that around us matter exists, and matter exists in the three states. Actually, there are five states of matter, but the major three states of matters are solid, liquid, and gas. And we know the characteristics of each state. A solid has a definite volume and definite shape because solids are perfectly arranged. The molecules in the solids are perfectly arranged in perfect order and they occupy fixed positions. Therefore, the shape of solids are perfectly arranged. And then the second state is liquid state. We know that the liquid has definite volume but no definite shape because the force of attraction between the particles in liquid is less as compared to solid. Therefore, the molecules present in liquid state are not perfectly arranged in order and the shape of liquid is not definite. The third important state of matter is the gas. We know that for living being we take oxygen gas. All the living things require gas for their existence. Therefore, the gas plays a very important role in our life. The characteristics properties of gases is that a gas has a neither definite volume nor definite shape because the arrangement of particles in gaseous state is random and the force of attraction between the particles is very less or negligible so that the particles are not perfectly arranged and they do not have specific shape and specific volume. Due to this disorder in gas, as the molecules are free to move in the available space. So, it is possible that a substance may exist in all the three possible states. It may be solid, liquid, or gas. We all know that water exists in all the three states in the form of ice, solid, in the form of liquid, and in the form of vapor or gas or steam. So, gases are very important and the study of gaseous state is also very useful to understand the chapter of this physical chemistry. So, gases are one of the most important aspects of our environment on the earth also. We continually exist with constant exposure to gases of all forms. The steam formed in the air during a hot shower is a gas. We know that there are different examples of gases and the gases are used for different purposes. For example, the oxygen is used for the for the respiration process. Helium is used in balloons. Hydrogen gas is used in the bulbs and lights as well as in the rocket fuel. Nitrogen gas is also used for the plant growth. So these are the different aspects of gases. Near about 90% of Earth is surrounded by gases, and due to this we live on this earth. So important characteristics of gases are: the first is gases are highly compressible because an external force compresses the gas sample and decreases its volume. Removing the external force allows the gas volume to increase. Due to the less force of attraction, gases are highly compressible. Second characteristic is gases are thermally expandable. When a sample of gas is heated, its volume increases, and when it is cooled, its volume decreases. Therefore, we know that gases are expandable due to the heat. Third characteristic is gases have high viscosity. Gases flow much easier than liquids and solids. Most of the gases have low density due to the lighter nature. The gases have very low density as compared to liquids and solids. Next characteristics of gas is gases are infinitely miscible. Gases mix in any proportion, such as in air. We know that there is a mixture of gases, of different kinds of gases present in atmosphere. So gases are easily miscible in each other. So there are some examples of gases under normal conditions. For example, helium gas, neon gas, argon gas, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, ozone, ammonia, methane. These are the different examples of gases which exist under normal conditions. So to understand the theory of gases, we should know that the kinetic molecular theory, because the gases are dynamic substances. To understand the nature of gases, the kinetic molecular theory is very important. This theory is a descriptive characteristics of substances known as the ideal gas. All the real gases require their own sets of descriptive characteristics. So by considering the large number of known gases in the world, and in order to simplify this task, the scientific community has decided to create an imaginary gas that approximates the behavior of all real gases. The kinetic molecular theory also describes the real gases, means that the descriptions of all real gases will be wrong. So, to understand the nature of gases, the kinetic theory tells us some important points. The first point is that gas is composed of particles, usually molecules or atoms. These molecules or atoms are very small and they are sphericals. They have insignificant volume and relatively far apart from each other. Molecules are far away from each other due to the less force of attraction. However, no attraction or repulsion between these particles makes the gas lighter and less dense. Second point is that particles in gas move rapidly in constant random motion because there is a less force of attraction. Gases molecules are continuous in motion. They move in straight paths, changing the direction only when colliding with one another or other objects. Particles in gas only changes the direction when they collide with one another or any other objects. Otherwise, they move in straight direction. The speed of some gases is mentioned here. So average speed of oxygen in air at 20 degrees Celsius is 1660 km per hour. It means that the speed of oxygen is very high, and this gas is important for the life. The third point of the nature of gas is the collisions are perfectly elastic, meaning that kinetic energy is transferred without the loss from one particle to another. It means that the total kinetic energy remains constant and there is no loss in kinetic energy because the molecules do not possess the same speed or kinetic energy. The overall kinetic energy remains constant. So, this theory is known as kinetic molecular theory of gases or simply the kinetic theory of gases, which was developed by Maxwell, Boltzmann, Clausius and several other scientists for the study of gases. The important assumptions of this theory are described as gas consists of large number of particles or minute particles called as molecules or atoms. The actual volume of molecules is negligible as compared with the total volume occupied by gas. It means that the volume of molecules is very negligible as compared to the total volume of gas. Third point is that the molecules do not exert any external force of attraction or repulsion on one another and they move in the available space independently. Means the molecules do not exert any pressure or force on one another. The molecules are in the state of continuous motion in all the direction in straight line with various speeds or velocities. The direction is only changed by the collision or with the container. The collisions of molecules are perfectly elastic in nature and there is no loss in kinetic energy. As I already told you that there is no loss in kinetic energy. The pressure of the gas is due to the collisions of its molecules against the wall of the container. This is also another important assumption of this theory. The pressure of gas within a container does not vary with the time at given temperature and pressure. At any particular time, the molecule do not possess the same speed or kinetic energy. The average kinetic energy of molecules is proportional to the absolute temperature of gas. This is also an important assumption of this kinetic theory of gases. The next point is very important and it tells that the effect of gravity on the motion of molecules is very negligible in comparison with the effect of continuous collision between them and no forces between the particle except when they collide. So these are the important assumptions of this molecular kinetic theory of gases. So the further details are given in your textbook. So I would suggest you that please go through this chapter and if you are any difficulty, you can easily solve the any problem by going through this chapter. Thank you very much.